Good morning. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Executive Insights.
The best unedited stream for aspiring and growing entrepreneurs.
I'm the CEO of VaseTime, Gervais Nelson, as well as the founder for VaseTime Foundation.
And I am Marie Rose, CEO Marie Rose of Rosebud Studios and president founder of Rose Petals to Success.
This week we have three insightful questions. At least I thought so. I thought they were pretty good. Marie, please tell everyone out there what they are.
Okay. Question 1. What's one crucial step that most new entrepreneurs overlook before launching their business? Question 2. What's one tough decision you had to make early on that significantly impacted your company's future? Question 3. What was the most unexpected challenge you faced when growing your business, and how did you overcome it? Please remember, what we're about to say is based on our general advice from our experiences. Even though you could apply some of the information to your business, we would like you to schedule a one-on-one with one of us so that we can strategically plan for you based on your business needs and based on your experience.
Question number 1. This is for our aspiring entrepreneurs. Starting a business, excited about business. Maybe you're just trying to understand what goes on in business from a foundational standpoint and looking for some long-term success. Question number 1 is, what is a crucial step that most entrepreneurs overlook before launching their business? What do you think?
Because this came to me today. Like securing your name, trademarking your name, as I should take my own advice for some of these things. I think that's not something that entrepreneurs look at in the beginning.
For sure.
Because in the beginning we're trying to get it up and make it. So we don't think about, what if I become successful tomorrow? What if I blow up and then that's when people want my name? So making sure your name is secure and you own your name and your brand, I think that's a crucial part that people overlook, entrepreneurs overlook.
And there's even those rare situations where you do blow up and people buy your name and they try to sell it back to you at a crazy price, which is crazy in itself. The one for me, just finishing up my call, your tax structure. So you can have this great year out of nowhere. If you're not set up, you could be set up as an LLC when you probably should be better set up as an S-Corp. You may be set up as an S-Corp and you probably should be set up as an LLC. So understanding, meet with an accountant, it's really important, I think, to have, when you first start your business, it may cost you a little bit more, but it will save you so much on the back end. Meet with an accountant, have them walk you through what it is that you're trying to do with your business. Give them your, like that 30, 60, 90 to give to the bank, give it to your accountant, and have your accountant overlook it and make a best recommendation for you, or at least help oversee the process for you, so that you can get the most money back on your income and not pay it all back to taxes. So understanding what your corporate structure should be. Question number 2. This is for our new business owner. Once your business is off the ground, you're on the rise quickly, everything's going well, you're excited, as you should be. Congratulations, keep going. Question number 2 is, what's one tough decision you had to make early on that significantly impacted your company's future?
Expansion. Yeah. Because when I chose the decision to expand, I definitely changed my company future, right? I done tongue-tied the whole question. But yeah, I think making that decision to expand, because it changed my structure, it changed the need, it changed what was required to run my business. So I'm just going to say expansion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Branding. Understanding how much time I had to go into actually branding. It was kind of tough in the beginning because you're just focused on the work. And so often you're just focused on the work and you assume that you do good work, you'll get recognized for your work, and everything is going to go very well in business and you're going to blow up overnight. I had to learn that just as hard as you had to work on the company and learn about the company and learn about the product you were selling and the services that you were selling, you had to put equal amount of time, if not more time, in the branding of your network, the branding of your company, so that when you go out, people can recognize you before they even recognize your work. And that puts you in different places, that puts you in a higher spaces to where you can grow and you can expand because your brand is being recognized even before you are. So that was something that I had to do early on to help me grow. Question number 3. This is for the established business owners. Scaling a business requires a shift in mindset and in strategy. So this one is for you. What was the most unexpected challenge you faced when growing your business, and how did you overcome it?
Was being shut down.
Okay.
When I first started. So my first building being shut down 6 months into operation, brand new to business, first business, and trying to understand what that means. And it was a challenge for me because I had to stick to my word. I promised people things, and I had to figure out what am I going to do from here? But I got to keep my word because my word is all I have when I'm starting business. So I pivoted. I stuck to my word. I made that my motivation, and I overcame it. And that was in the beginning of business. Going down to where now that I'm established in business, wanting to be a part of something that I wasn't ready for. And being able to understand that no matter what I did to try to prepare myself for that, I couldn't meet the goal that I needed to meet to get there. I had to reach into my community for advice, for me to get advice to say, you can't do it.
Right.
It's okay, but let me tell you how to fix it. Because I would have never, and I can honestly say, I would have never made the move that I did if I didn't reach into my community. And I was able to fix the situation after I dropped the ball because I didn't meet the goal. Fix the situation and then invest in the person. And now I built another brand new relationship because now I went from a possible participant to an investor.
Wow.
And it all came out of me not meeting a goal. And that's big.
I want to employ, I don't know if y'all heard the key thing she said in there, which was, I'm going to reword this a little bit. She put her ego aside.
Yeah.
Had humility, asked for help, received the help, and then applied the help that was given to have a better outcome. Like, literally in those steps. Like, that's kudos, because that's hard for a business owner.
Oh, it was
we just feel
very
like,
hard.
Sometimes we feel like what we're doing is amazing. Like, we got this idea, it's on me, I'm the best at what I do. You have to kind of have that bravado. But in the heat of the moment to be like, I need help. And then to actually seek the help, receive the help, and then apply the help, game changer. That's huge.
Yeah.
So kudos to you for that. The biggest challenge I think I faced in business for me was my first big year of having a few commercial contracts in the same year and having my company grow in a different tax bracket. Blindsided me. Did not know what to do. I was doing my own QuickBooks. I was doing my own Excel sheets, keeping my own taxes and books on my Excel sheets. Please get off Excel, if you can. You know, QuickBooks was a game changer for me.
Yes.
That's how I overcame it. I use QuickBooks. I sync my QuickBooks, and my QuickBooks keeps a lot of my books for me. You still have to get in there a little bit, and you have to alter it a lot and change a lot of things. But when you start making past a certain dollar, you have to incorporate QuickBooks into your business. It will save you so much in the back end. You can keep track of your mileage. You can keep track on your payroll, your expenses, all of those things. And it prepared me the year going into doing my taxes because everything was just one quick document where I just uploaded it and it was just there. Where that first year when she hit me was like, oh no, we gotta do this. And it was a nightmare. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me. So, and that was about 2 years ago. So since then, it's been a totally different experience.
QuickBooks is definitely a game changer.
Yeah.
And people always tell me like different alternatives because they're cheaper.
Right.
But for me, I really tell you, like, you get what you pay for. And I don't know how many times we really have to experience you get what you pay for before we just accept that you get what you pay for. And as a business owner, at minimum, you need an accounting system.
Yes.
And to hold you over until you get your accounting.
All right. Well, let's double down on that. As a business owner, one, you can't put a price on your time. For me, if I'm going to pay,
Wait a minute.
You can't put a price on your time.
My time cost.
This is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
If you're gonna sit there and do your own books, well, let me say what I'm going.
Yeah, okay.
If you're gonna do your own books and Excel, and you're gonna be paying the money for Excel, which is free,
yes.
and you're gonna be doing it, and you're gonna be uploading. God forbid you hit delete, you're done. Or if you type a number in the wrong spot, you're done.
Or your system goes down.
Or your system crashes, you're done. So now you're wasting hours on hours trying to fix a problem that you had. But if you value your time just pay for the QuickBooks. It's $1,000, maybe $900, depending on which one you get. But it's a write-off. It's an investment in your business.
Yeah.
That's the key part that you gotta understand. Yes, you're paying that money up front, but you're getting the time back. You just bought yourself hours, literally, for a $900 software or $1,000 software. It's totally worth it. It's the greatest investment you'll ever make. So the bonus question was, have either of us worked a 9 to 5, and at what point do we realize we don't want to do this anymore? This ain't for me.
You gonna repeat the question and pass it?
All right, I had a 9 to 5, and all right, let's be transparent. I had a 9 to 5, and I had a 9 to 5 while starting my business.
Yep.
My business was my 9 to 5 was my first investor in my business. Some people would say, I don't have a plan B. This is my plan B. Well, me personally, I don't think that was for me. I worked a 9 to 5, and I had a business. And when the business started booming, I still had a 9 to 5. So much so that I delegated a lot of the business work to other people. I was working a 9 to 5 job while I had a business that was doing pretty well. It was #1 in the tri-state. While I was doing anesthesiology work, it was great for me. I had fun. I had a ball. When it became an issue for me, or when I knew it was time for me, I liked my 9 to 5 job. When I was done, is when I was unable to make meetings that I needed to be at. I was unable to go to bids that I needed to be at. I was starting to miss out on opportunities because I had a 9 to 5 job. That 8-hour days, 40-hour weeks, and even when it became a part-time job, 24-hour weeks, it was costing me more than what I could make outside of that. And that's when I could no longer work. And that's when I was able to leave the 9 to 5 job, because I was now missing more money by being at a 9 to 5 job opposed to being out on the street.
So for me, I did have a 9 to 5. My business was, I think I built 2 businesses or more while I was at my 9 to 5. Yeah, I actually built 3 while I had my 9 to 5 and wrote a book. I loved my job. My job was a retirement job. Like, I could retire. I was working for the federal government. I was running my own program. So I was really at the top at both. I began to run my business more and wanted more for my business. And when my job was interfering with my business, my time, I'm like, this is not, I'm missing tours. I'm missing this because I'm here. And it began to make me not want to be at my job. Like, the task at my job were in the way. That's what it felt like. So when that started to happen, I didn't miss work, I didn't miss business, but I dreaded coming to work, and I didn't want to get up. I felt like, why am I here for 8 hours when I could make this in a day, like what I'm making this week? And once those big tickets that looked like my check was coming in every day, not every day, but a couple times a week, I was like, dang, I wait 2 weeks for this amount of money. And I dreaded it more. And so I was like, for my birthday, I'm retiring at 33. And that's what I did. So for me, it was, my birthday is coming up. I don't want to be here. I got a new building opening. We're going to celebrate with a party. My birthday, I'm retiring. So that's what made me, like you said, for real, it's when your job becomes to start to get in the way of you making your money, or you see opportunity, and that's in the way. So it had to go. My business wasn't going to go. It was the job. Would I have stayed if they paid me what my business was paying me, that I felt like I was missing that opportunity because I loved my job? I would have stayed. How long? I don't know. Because what's for you is for you, and this is really what's for me.
Would I have stayed? No, I think I ran the course. I think it ran its course. For me, the word got out that I had a business. And when people know that you have another source of income and they can't bother you with the same stuff, or, hey, would you mind doing this? Sure, no problem. Like, they can't pick on me anymore. Nothing bothers me, and it didn't get under my skin. I ran that course. I had a great time, but I think that time was starting to expire, where it was starting to get sour. Relationships were starting to get sour. And I just think that time, it was great while I was there. It's like a relationship. It was great while it lasted, and when it starts to get bad, like, let's just break up and be friends before we break up and not like each other at all.
Okay, this was good.
All right. Any final words, shout outs, Anything like that you want to mention before we go?
Yes, of course. So guys, we are having a huge fundraising party for American Heart Association because I think that partying and coming together is the best way to educate our community about heart health. So we are coming together to celebrate the lives of one another while also donating to a cause that could educate our community on heart health, especially the minority community. So if interested, you can go to rosebudphilly.com and buy a ticket for $40 to support our campaign with American Heart Association.
We encourage you to drop the likes, drop the comments, drop any questions in there. We'll answer throughout the week. Please feel free to subscribe. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week. Same day, same time.
All right, bye.